This is TW Battles doing a commentary video for Napoleon Total War. I am playing the Ottoman Empire and my opponent are the Prussians. You can see there we just took a look at my cavalry. We have some Sipahi, Slaughter, and Delhi horsemen, a 18-pound artillery unit. Right now we're taking a look at some of my Azars, who are a skirmishing unit. There's my general's bodyguard. With the turban there in the middle, you can see the general. Some of my swordsmen, Palestinian auxiliaries. There's another unit of them, and a third unit. Some more skirmishers, Azars. Some howitzers moving up there by the oasis. Some more Sipahi cavalry, and some Shaternal camel gunners. Okay, let's take a look at my opponent's army. You can see here it's a sweltering day in the desert, and for that reason I wanted to play the Ottomans. Some hussars, Jaegers. In the back here we have an artillery unit, 12-pounders, cuirassiers, Prussian fusiliers, unit of musketeers, 3 units of musketeers. Make that 4, 5. There's the general unit. Let's get a look real quick at the Prussian general. There he is in the center there with the plume on his hat. Very glorious. Some grenadiers, another unit of musketeers, foot guards, and some landauers. Some 7-pound howitzer, some Silesians, another skirmishing unit, and some lancers. You can see we're both aggressively moving towards the middle here. The Prussians are leading with their cavalry, which they're going to do some assaults on both of my flanks with their cavalry. So look at my musketeers. And right here you can see the Prussians coming in aggressively when they're cavalry. When I see this, I start to rush my units up to meet them. And I'm bringing my, setting up my howitzers there. And I have my camel gunners on my extreme right flank. You can see some artillery fire there early, taking out some of my guys. Here comes the cavalry unit. My guys got some volleys off on them. Trying to catch my skirmishers, which I was skirting around the end there. And let's see what happens to this cavalry unit. Wow, looks like they took a nice shot from my 18-pound artillery there. It took out about half their unit. That's why I love that gun. Okay, so I'm just trying to push forward here as best I can. Here comes some fusiliers, and I brought in my Sipahi cavalry to flank them before the other units can come for support. You see that one unit for the Prussians is kind of caught out there in the middle. Right here you see that little inbox video there says that my general unit is under attack. I think that was just a random bullet or shot that got through to my general's unit, but only one horse was killed. I see the Prussians here are trying to isolate my right flank by bringing some units up and splitting my forces. I'm going to bring my camel gunners in and have them exchange fire there. You can see I'm bringing another unit in, another 2 units from the side to get some angles on them to fire from different directions. Take a quick look at these camel gunners firing here. Very, believe they're an elite unit, very elite looking unit anyhow. I mean, that's got to be interesting, getting attacked by camels. There goes my Sipahis. And you see I'm getting some fire from all angles on that one Prussian unit. Here's a big melee in the middle. There's some of my Janissaries swordsmen bringing a big knife to a gunfight. I don't know if that's well advised, but they seem to be doing a good job there. Some of my musketeers, and there's one of my cavalry units that got routed. You can see here that the Prussians are trying to apply, good pressure up the middle, but they're also attacking both of my flanks, trying to isolate my right and trying to collapse my left. So I've done the best I can to reinforce those flanks. I thought that I could hold them on my left flank there, but I also brought this unit in to kind of try and do what they're doing to my right flank, which is to kind of break up their army and split them up a little bit. I'm getting some nice volleys on this unit right here. You can see the fire in advance method there by the Prussian musketeers. They look very sharp in their blue and white uniforms. My Janissary musketeers exchanging shots, and here's a look at that giant gun, the 18-pound artillery. You see them getting off some shots there. Very big gun. Does a lot of damage when it hits, and I think it does a pretty good job for me in this battle. I think I have to take a look at the statistics, but I think I took out a lot of units with that gun. You can see my swordsmen there doing a good job in melee. There's some of my Palestinian auxiliaries getting in the line here to meet this Prussian line. I hope they're good at melee because they're about to get charged. Got a nice volley off there first. And I'm not sure, but I think my guys are getting a desert bonus because they're the Ottomans and I'm facing the Prussians, and you can see I just killed their general there. But the Ottomans would be used to fighting in the desert. The Prussians not so much, so I believe I am getting the combat bonus here. There's some of my howitzers firing on the enemy there. I'm glad I positioned these where I did. They're you can see them, the explosions in the background there, and what it did to some of these units. It turned some of those units from green morale to red quickly, and that artillery is doing a great job supporting my right flank. So you see, I did a very good job on the right flank here of holding that. You can see the center is pretty much collapsed for the Prussians. Most of their units are routing. So now I was able to turn my guys around and get some fire and protect my left flank, where the Prussians seem to be massing a lot of their forces. And of course, I don't want them to roll up this flank, so I'm going to bring my guys in and see what I can do to hold them off. Looks like I have some of my Sipahi cavalry in there with that overhand striking type of motion with their spears. I've always been a big fan. I believe the Cossacks for the Russians have the same type of spears, but evidently at this time they were still using those types of weapons in battle. Let's see, I'm just taking a look at the fact that I killed the enemy general. I don't really know when or where that happened, but evidently I did achieve that. See some artillery strikes all around here. You see the Prussians were able to get some of the units to stop routing and to come back and attack to reform and attack my right flank here, but my Azars stepped in and pushed him back once again, getting some shots into them while they're running. And you can see I'm pretty much controlling the battlefield here. You can see a Prussian unit routing on my left there, and you can see that they really only have this Silesian Schutzen unit left, it looks like, and maybe some artillery in the back. Here's a fight in the shade here. The Sipahis attacking some routing units. Can't imagine it wouldn't be really warm with those helmets on, but they look glorious nonetheless. You see, I got some upgrades during the battle on that. I like that about Napoleon Total War, how your units will get upgrades that show during the battle for battlefield valor or decimating an enemy unit or whatever have you. You can see I turned my cannon to canister shot, and I'm getting some volleys off there. Some hand-to-hand combat. You can see my guys are green, they're red. I'm firing from 3 angles there, and that unit's not going to last long. And I decided to bring my, I believe it's Sipahis, in against some of the remaining units here. This 7-pound howitzer that's been firing on me all battle. You can see they're trying to get a final shot off there. They pull out their swords. Here come my Sipahis, who have to be exhausted. They've been halfway across the desert fighting. And that ought to do it for this battle. I hope you enjoy. Here are the results.